Hello everyone. Sorry I'm starting a little late. Took me a little while to get set up today. So I'm going to hop right into drawing something. I've got, I don't know, I kind of made a mess of my setup today. So I'm working around the leg of the tripod's actually like right there. So I'm going to work around it and see how this goes. But I was prompted to talk about change, and I was actually prompted to make all my notes during the eclipse as I was sitting outside and started just writing stuff and thinking about change and what I needed to change in my own life so that I can achieve the goals that I have set out for myself. But I came across this quote by Joseph Campbell, and it's, "We must let go of the life we have planned so as to accept the one that is waiting for us." So our best plans often go awry. I'm sure you all know that saying, the best laid plans, something along those lines. And I have no plan for this drawing, so we'll see what happens here. But I do have plans for what I want to talk about, and plans for my future, and plans for where my art career, where I want that to go, what I want our life to look like. There are things, visions, I guess, that I have for that. And so I've been thinking about change and what it's going to take to get to where I want to be. So first, I am going to talk a little about the solar eclipse. I know I'm a little late to the game. And if you guys comment or anything, I'm sorry. I've like I said, I've got a weird setup today, so I really am not seeing comments while I'm working today, so I won't be chatting with you, unfortunately. Every once in a while I might stop and peek. But the eclipse was super cool. Who else agrees? Hopefully you got to see totality or near totality. Boise was near totality, and I chose to stay home because I am prepping for my opening of the water exhibit. So lots of painting to do still, and I just didn't feel like driving anywhere. And I guess the traffic wasn't as bad as the media made it sound like it was going to be. But I chose to stay home. And I hope that you all took advantage of the awesome energy that surrounded that event of the solar eclipse. I took time to set some intentions. I released some negative energy and limitations that I've been struggling with. And so just moving forward and accepting the change that's coming in my world. And oh my gosh, did anyone else feel completely at peace after the eclipse? I know I did. I was really entertained by the roosters and crickets that were super confused during the eclipse. I heard that not everywhere in town got that, which is unfortunate because that was kind of part of my favorite part of the whole experience, was just listening to all the creatures and how confused they were with what was happening. All of a sudden it's nighttime, nope. Daytime, nope. Nighttime. So it was very entertaining for me. Hopefully you guys had some fun during the eclipse. But anyway, I have been working on my energy and what I'm releasing for quite a while now. Pretty much since I decided to make the change to full-time artist. And hold on, I gotta fix this. That was disappearing too much. My brain's struggling to talk while I'm drawing and working today. Anyway, making that shift from teacher to full-time artist, I've been working on my mindset, working on ignoring all the negative energy that comes from everyone around you. And when you tell them that you're a full-time artist, most people are like, how can you make a living at that? That's not a real job. So trying to make sure that I don't let their comments seep into my subconscious, because it is a real job. There are people that are making a lot of money as full-time artists. It is possible, as long as people continue to support the arts. There will always be artists out there making a living from it. So it's just a matter of making sure that my mindset's in the right place. But as far as change goes, I have had a tremendous amount of change, obviously, leaving teaching. Finding out that I can work with both hands at the same time, although they don't want to work too far away from each other today. If you go watch my YouTube, you can see they'll get much farther away from each other when I'm not trying to talk and carry on some sort of logical sentence. I don't know how logical I'm being today, though. I keep losing myself. I just want you all to remember that each new day is a chance to change your life, and I hope that you'll take advantage of the energy that is just still going from the eclipse. It's a huge energy of change, and I hope that you'll not be afraid of change. You might make the leap if you've been thinking about doing something major, making some major changes in your life. I hope that you'll find the courage to do so. Anyway, my description talks about avocados and what I learned from the avocado. So I am probably one of the pickiest eaters that you will ever know. Thank you for the comments. I can't read them because my setup's all crazy, but I see something up there. As I was saying, I'm one of the pickiest eaters that you'll probably ever know, ever meet if you meet me in person. I don't like very much. And the biggest thing, I've always had an issue with texture and the textures of different foods. And so people would say, oh, you've got to try this. And just looking at it, I would know that it was not going to be something I would enjoy. So most times I turn down food. And I had a love-hate relationship with food. I had come to terms and started telling people that I hate food because I like the food that's not good for you. So brownies, my favorite, chocolate, which, you know, can be good for you in moderation. But I hated food because I knew I needed to eat better, but what I wanted to eat was causing problems for me. And so what I've learned from the avocado is to accept change in my diet, to accept that even though something looks like it might cause me issues as far as texture goes, even Chuck, my husband, said that I would not be able to eat an avocado because of the texture. He can't stand them. But I ate one while I was in Colorado with Uncle Richie. He went and bought one and said, you have to try it. So he went and got one for me, or for us. Went and got one, and it was good. I actually enjoy avocados. So anybody else out there like avocados? But it taught me to not limit myself in anything, really. You know, I had already been working on my mindset and making sure that I'm staying open to opportunities and staying open to everything that is coming my way, all the abundance that keeps flowing to me. And but I was still not eating right, still not taking care of myself until I took the Code Red challenge, and that's a whole nother story. But Christy Code Red, look her up sometime. Look up the coderedlifestyle.com. She has a cookbook, but oh my gosh, just eating real food and getting sleep, I feel so much better. I feel human again. I'm not constantly tired. I've lost a lot of weight. I'm still working on it. Still have another 5 pounds I'd like to lose, but it's been a glorious change in changing my diet and changing what I'm eating. So the big point here is to be open to whatever change is coming your way, because you never know what benefits will arise from it. And now I love food. I like avocados. I like food. It's all good. All because I decided to just go for it and try something new. I hope you're all doing well out there. I'll get to your comments after I finish this. My left hand is having issues today, so trying to talk, trying to do this, and looking at comments, just not an option. Plus my, like I said earlier, my setup's all kinds of wacky today. I'll take a picture afterwards and post in the comments so you can see kind of what I was working with today. It's kind of a mess. But I lost track of time. I was busy enjoying my breakfast and realized that I wasn't going to make 9 o'clock for going live like I originally had planned, so I switched it to 9:30, and then all of a sudden it was 9:20 and I had nothing set up yet. So I don't know why all these guys that are in my head are always tired or sad, but they are. Does anyone else have some major changes? I know it's back to school time, so all my teacher buddies are going back to work. Well, going back to the 9 to 5-ish grind. I say ish because if any of you know a teacher, you know that they don't actually just work during school hours. Definitely one of the most underpaid careers in the world. Lots of kiddos going back to school. I know that my daughter posted she misses not having to slow down in the school zones already. So that's another person who's gone through a tremendous amount of change, is my beautiful girl, Caitlin Tookey Palmer. And she works at Wilson Homes, Amherst Madison Real Estate. And she has been making some amazing strides in her career and moving forward with real estate. They also do interior design, and I believe they have some investment properties. Casey Wilson does. So if you're looking for a place to live, Caitlin can help you out. Caitlin and Casey. I told her that she needed to do a Facebook Live where Casey actually makes an appearance, because he seems like he's her imaginary friend. So, figment of her imagination, like this guy. I need to peek at my notes and see if I've gone through everything here. I used to absolutely hate change. Anytime somebody would change something up on me, it would make me really anxious and cause a lot of issues emotionally for me. Is there anybody else out there that hates change? Now I absolutely love it, because I know it's helping me get closer to my goals and get me closer to where I want to be. Because you cannot expect to achieve new goals or move beyond your present circumstances unless you change. And that's a quote from Les Brown. So unless you start to make changes in your life, you're going to stay in your present circumstances. So if it's money that you've struggled with, if it's relationships, you need to figure out where you have some blocks on your own, where you've got some issues within your own psyche, and solve those and then move forward. So like I said, I worked on my mindset tremendously as I started to make this transition from full-time teacher to artist. And for those who don't know me, you can check out my work at jessicatookey.com and go see what else I do, because I do much more detailed work. I'm putting together a water series that opens in September at Meridian City Hall and Initial Point Gallery. But things like this, drawing live, I totally would never have done something like this because I wouldn't have felt comfortable. I'd be too worried about what people are thinking, too worried about not being able to make it look the way I want it to look. And so just being open to change and being open to letting things happen, and working daily to make it to my goals has been such a wonderful experience for me that even if nothing else came, I'm happy with where I am. But I know bigger things are coming. I know the world has more in store for me and my art, especially through the suicide prevention avenue. I know that there's more happening, more that's going to come. Anyway, I'm going to finish with a Socrates quote as I sign this and call it good, since my brain is struggling today and I have a lot of painting to go do. So the secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. So I hope that you'll all go out there and look at the new opportunities that come with change. And sometimes the change may seem awful, but there are always new opportunities that are available in change. So get out there and change whatever it is in your own life that you need to move yourself forward and make a difference in the world. Love you all. I'm gonna sign out because my brain's done. Have a good one, guys. Bye.